Welcome back, everybody, to Dad's Gone Crypto, the podcast where we ride the waves of crypto, but this time we're steering into uncharted territory. That's right, it's that time of year again. New Year's resolutions.
Absolutely. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Let's be honest. The crypto world doesn't care about your resolutions. It's 24/7,
Yeah.
nonstop charts, trading, and that heart pounding moment when you refresh your wallet and see it's gone from hero to zero overnight.
Or the other way,
Exactly.
But exactly, and here's one thing. Being a crypto entrepreneur or investor is like, it's intense. It requires precision, the right timing, a shitload of luck. But just remember, without balance, burnout and stress and bad decisions can wreck you just as badly. And, your portfolio can go from a hero, as Ryan said, to zero. And that will affect your health, your happiness, and most importantly, your relationships.
Yeah, absolutely. So today we're flipping the script. We've taken the best New Year's resolutions and spun them up for the crypto crowd. So if you want to be the best version of yourself in 2025 and crush it in the crypto game, this episode is for you.
All right, guys, so strap on in, everybody. And we're about to give you the top 10 from Rug to Resilient, the top 10 crypto resolutions to crush 2025 like a pro. All right, guys, number one, prioritize mental health and physical health. So don't be that rugged investor, that the one that doesn't bath for 6 days and just sits in his chair and just mopes and that. Let's face it, crypto is volatile. You know what you're getting into. You know, when you go take a job on the rigs, you understand it's not just getting a suntan out there. It is crazy, right? But you signed up for this, right? You signed up, so put your gum guard in, scrum cap on. That's all American helmet, as you call it, and get to it. You can be staring at the charts at like 3 a.m., eating whatever you want, and then, of course, your stress levels go through the roof. This all sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the classic crypto zombie syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. If you're not healthy, your brain isn't firing on all cylinders, and bad decisions in crypto cost real money. So here's a little dad advice for you. Your health is your most valuable asset. Make exercise a non-negotiable part of your routine. Whether it's just a daily walk, yoga, hitting the gym, even light cardio improves blood flow to your brain, giving you the clarity you need for sharp decisions. You can add mindfulness or meditation for stress relief. Just 10 minutes a day can reduce anxiety and improve your focus. As Tony Robbins says, if you don't have 10 minutes for yourself, you don't have a life. So prioritize your mental and physical health and watch how everything else falls into place this year.
What is number two, Ryan?
So number two is to establish a reading habit. Do your own reading. we always say DYOR in crypto, but scrolling Twitter doesn't count as research, folks.
No. TikTok, Twitter, that death scrolling does not help anything. It actually makes your brain a bit dumb. But, think about whether you're reading white papers or books or financial psychology books, whatever you do, you got to take that information from guys that have, pioneered in those spaces and learn from them. Reading sharpens that edge. You know what they say, a samurai warrior, it doesn't wait, before he goes to battle and, then his sword is blunt. He sharpens it every day. He prepares. So you're preparing for that opportunity. And we can give you some, like we've had a lot of opportunities on Dad's Gone Crypto, and it's because every day we prepare for it. And when it happens, we can react very quickly. So some dad's advice: commit to reading at least one book a month, all right? Not just any book, but a book that's going to help you in the crypto space. So now put your hat on. And I wear multiple hats. When I take my hat off, I go into my day business where I run a business, and that's where, it's another hat. I've got to focus on that area. When I come back to my chair, I put on my crypto hat. So now let's put on the crypto hat. What book is going to empower me, all right, to improve? So you can start off with like the Bitcoin Standard, or you can explore broader topics like Think Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. to perhaps understand decision making and psychology. If books aren't your thing, you can obviously do audios, which is my favorite, because whenever I'm doing trips, audiobooks, or you can just basically do newspapers and blogs from trusted crypto leaders, not that shiller that's saying buy my meme coin or buy a meme coin, but from trusted people like Raoul Powell and Michael Saylor, those type of guys, which are they're incredibly knowledgeable in those particular areas. So number 3, create a sustainable fitness routine and don't let your gains just be digital. All right. Even though it sounds awesome, you got to be fit to spend it. Climbing on and off a yacht is not easy, guys. Come on now. Those steps up and down, you got to be fit for it.
Let me tell you about that. I slipped this summer getting on a boat, and I sprained my ankle so bad that I was basically limping for 6 months here. So,
well, those are small little wooden ones, those little tiny.
Right.
Yeah, we got to get fit, guys, and crypto gains are great, but your physical gains are even more important. And nothing feels worse than watching your portfolio, grow, but your body is falling apart.
Absolutely. As you start getting up in age here, your body tends to fall apart a heck of a lot easier than it used to. So I know I'm guilty of letting that ankle sprain turn me into a fat blob here, because I haven't been exercising at all in months. So that is definitely one of my resolutions to get back on the horse. And I'm going to do it by, exactly the advice we're given here. Consistency is the key, and I'm going to start small. 15 minutes a day is better than nothing. You got to treat your fitness routine like staking. The longer you stick with it, the better the reward. And a bit of dad's advice here: find a routine that fits your lifestyle, whatever it is. If it's a morning jog, cycling, even home workout app, pair it with music, maybe podcasts like Dad's Gone Crypto to keep it fun.
Definitely.
But remember, fitness boosts your endorphins, which directly improves your mood and decision making. You'll notice a difference, and it'll be off the charts.
And like Ryan said, guys, start off small. Don't worry about big gains and big changes and big things. Just small things. Learn that habit and then improve on it. And like taking out Coca-Cola out of your diet, just that one little thing, or doing 10,000 steps. Those are things that you, within your control, you can literally walk around your desk. Those things are easy, and it doesn't take new gym clothes. There's no obstacles. It is simple. So find the simplest things that you can do and start, and then improve on that. Number 4, learn a new skill or hobby beyond the blockchain. So crypto can be all consuming. We know about it. Like every single day is day in, day out, crypto. When it comes to the end of the year, you're like, oh shit. I'm looking forward to next year, but I'm finished. I'm tired, right? Because we've encompassed all this information, all the stuff, and it consumes you, right? And now it's coming to 2025, and we have to stop and say, what is important for us? Now, this list is incredibly important to us because we want to be better versions of ourselves. We want Dad's Gone Crypto to go to the next level. We want to be healthy. We want to make lots of money. We want to do all these things, but at the same time, we got to put steps in place, and this is one of them. So learn a new skill or a hobby beyond the blockchain.
Yeah, absolutely. And even you could also expand yourself within the blockchain too. I mean, you can learn a new skill and really kind of create a new hobby. Want to learn how to code smart contracts, for instance.
Yeah.
It's something new. It's something you can learn that isn't, just staring at your charts going up and down. But if you want to get completely out of it and maybe connect it a little bit, I don't know, paint yourself your own NFT.
Yeah.
Go make a painting and get it online and turn it into an NFT if you want to connect it that way. But no, seriously, you can definitely, get out there, find some new hobbies that don't have anything to do with, charts going up and down. And that could be in crypto, in the blockchain space, or it could be outside of it.
A simple thing like I had a hobby growing up, and it was like Photoshop, right? And, the amount of time we spent playing around with Photoshop, it was like never had formalized training. It was just kind of like ad hoc stuff, learn and fail and learn from YouTube. And throughout my life, I've always turned back to like, well, I just can't find someone to do what I need to do. Let me quickly do it. And I've done it every step of the day for the last 35 years, right? And that is a powerful hobby that turned into, saving me time, saving me lots of money, and I'm fairly skilled in it. And that's an simple example. I flash back, I'm like, yes, I wasted a lot of time that I had when I was young, but that same time I can't invest now to learn that because it consumes me too much. Now I have to pay for someone to do that for me. But that's just an example. So, take up something else that could be related to crypto, but take it in its entirety, like photography, but maybe down the line, you can incorporate that into crypto. All right, number 5, guys, practice mindfulness or journaling so you can de-stress before you DeFi. The crypto markets is basically a roller coaster. Journaling can help you untangle your thoughts, and mindfulness keeps you grounded. So, Ryan, just before we get going, like just a short brief, what is mindfulness?
Well, mindfulness is, it's being in the moment. It's being aware, self-aware, being aware of your surroundings, and not so judgy of yourself, right? You're within your own mind. And one way to practice that, write down your wins and your losses. Write down what you've learned. It's your personal blockchain of thoughts. It will become immutable and absolutely valuable if you do that on a daily basis. And a little bit of dad's advice there, start small. Write down 3 things that you're grateful for maybe each day. 3 things that you learned and 1 goal for tomorrow. Pair it with meditation or deep breathing exercises. The mental clarity that you gain will make you more resilient in the face of the crypto chaos that we all suffer from sometimes.
Yeah. So, Ryan, also mindfulness is, like you said, being in a state of presence and aware of your surroundings, right? And that also means internal. So I'm sitting here looking at the computer, but I'm agitated, I'm irritated, I'm feeling edgy, right? I still got to do my daily routine, but I don't feel that I'm in a happy, harmonious state, right? But I acknowledge that. I don't exactly know what's irritating me just yet, but it shall unravel. But as long as you acknowledge it, you contain that, and you don't lash out to maybe the person behind when you're typing to someone or when you're chatting to someone. It's just acknowledging that moment, right? And being mindful that it could affect someone else. And the charts could go up. I could have just lost money, and I'm like, I can't attend to you right now because my graph is crashing. So it's just being mindful and just being mindful.
That makes sense. So let's move on to number 6, and that is to improve sleep quality and stop trading and start sleeping.
Yeah.
How many of you are guilty, as am I, of checking your charts at 2 or 3 a.m.?
Shit, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, absolutely. But, the real deal is sleep isn't just rest. It's fuel for your brain, and, your brain needs it. So get some rest.
Yeah. And science proves that lack of sleep impairs your decision making, right? And where you're supposed to go into a project or not into a project, that can be the difference between making money or losing money. So when you're tired, you could be wrecked. You could get wrecked, right? So yes, you're like, oh, I don't need sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. No. All right, this is my game. I am a sports scientist, and sleep helps you become the best version of yourself, right? So you need at least 8 hours, 9 hours, in fact. And if you're getting quality sleep, then you can give your very best the next day. But if you're running on caffeine and 2 to 3 hours, you're not doing it justice to what you're trying to create, right? So some dad's advice: stick to regular sleep schedules. Blue lights. We're looking at blue lights at the moment. That affects your sleep. You should basically switch your blue lights or get basically blue light glasses. Little things like little rituals like blackout curtains, keeping your room at a nice moderate temperature, not too hot. So there's a lot of things that you can do. You can even, I've got a Swiss ball like those little round little yoga Swiss balls, not for those extracurricular activities. Okay, maybe just a little bit, but to actually just stretch out and bend over a little bit and just get all those kinks out, because what I'm doing is I'm bringing oxygen to my muscles, and what happens is my muscles relax, and it puts me into a sleep quicker, which puts me into my REM sleep faster, which means I get to dream, decipher the day's stresses, and come out fresh the next morning. You need your REM sleep, and that normally happens in the early hours of the morning. But if you go to bed late, you miss out on that, and it affects you, and also affects your weight as well. All right, so number 7, cultivate gratitude more than just like coddling, right? So gratitude is very, very powerful. And even when the markets are down, we got to be thankful that we're playing this game, we're learning. Something could be bad, but we could learn from it, and it can be a great lesson for us to basically learn from. And that lesson could basically double us or triple us up in the next wave. So, be very grateful. And it's not all about just black and white, wins and losses. It's about, as long as I've learned from that mistake, I'll eventually learn the lessons I need to be more successful.
Yeah, absolutely. Gratitude really shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It's like staking positivity. It compounds over time.
Yeah.
We can bring everything back to crypto, I think.
You can see you've been in the game for too long.
That's right. Everything comes back to staking and earning and trading. I definitely need some mindfulness training, I think.
A little side story there, right? Jeez, I'm in trouble with my parents, because when my kids go visit granny and grandpa, and all my kid talks about is dollars. Like, and my mother's like, "Oh, you always just talk about money this, money that." I'm like, "No, Mom." I'm teaching him financial stuff, the stuff that you didn't teach us. That I'm learning. I'm got to pass it on to my child. We just got to shape him in the right way. You just got rands, which is a currency. He's like dollars. Dollars is the way. I'm like, yes, my boy, but let's keep this conversation inside the family. I'm in trouble. Oh,
that's hilarious.
But I'm grateful that I'm teaching him.
Right. Well, that, a little dad's advice on the gratefulness. Try to end each day by writing down 3 things that you're grateful for.
Yeah.
And, maybe it's your family, your health, or even a small win in your portfolio. But gratitude rewires your brain to focus on the good, and it makes you more resilient in tough times. And, we all see tough times in crypto. So having that grateful attitude, that gratitude in your heart, really helps pull you through those tough times.
Yeah. And if you don't want to write it down, just say it before bed. In fact, you just reminded me, often my wife, when the kids are about to go to sleep, we would ask them, what are they grateful for? Like you said, it rewires the brain to think of positive things, and it makes you all warm and fuzzy. So when you're going to sleep, those are the last 3 things you're thinking about, as opposed to normally we go to bed and we're stressing about the day, we're stressing about making money, we're stressing about paying bills. So you wake up more stressed. But if you rewire your brain, it's a whole nother beautiful side to life. So yeah, those daily little mantras. All right, point number 8, reduce the digital clutter and clean up your wallets. So if you watched our last episode, there was definitely one way to clean out your old clutter, all those rugs of coins that are lying there. So Stoshi was the project that, basically you take your old crypto crap rug projects, you send it off to a dumpster, and you might just get an airdrop come January. So that might be a good thing. So go watch our last episode on that, and that's a nice way to just start the wallet off fresh and clean and neat.
Yeah, absolutely. Love getting all those shit coins out of my wallet, because digital clutter, it equals mental clutter. So organize your life, and it'll save you a lot of time and reduce a lot of stress in your life. I've been finding that myself here, clearing out the hundreds of old wallets. But a bit of dad's advice, take an hour, take 10 hours, whatever it takes, but declutter. Organize your wallets, remove unused apps, unsubscribe from all those unnecessary email lists that are filling up your inbox. you'll feel more in control, and that mental clarity will pay off in your trading and in your investing.
Yeah, definitely. All right, number 9, set clear, achievable goals. Be the whale, not the tiny little fish. Setting vague goals like get rich, make millions, buy yacht. We all do that. Buy Lambo. Doesn't really cut it. Be specific. What is your target? How are you going to get there? Lambo costs this much. I need this much. All right. And there's a whole lot of stuff in between. All right. So, yes, one project, no, maybe not. A couple of projects, ooh, we're getting closer. If each project gives me a 1x or 2x, I could be on my path. So, small, specific goals and keep moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. As Elon Musk has said, if something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. So if your goal is truly that important to you, you do it, you find a way to do it, and you set your little actionable goals along the way. So some dad advice there, break your goals into those tiny little actionable steps. For example, instead of saying make money in crypto, set a goal like research and invest in 2 promising projects each month, maybe, and then track your progress and adjust it as needed. The tiny goals all lead up to the big goal.
And number 10, Ryan, enhance social connections, build a crypto crew. So crypto can be very lonely. If I had to do this by myself, I don't think I'll be in it. And you got to bring a buddy along, and hence we are here, and we feed off each other. Myself and Ryan, like it's that banter between this and that. He shares certain ideas. We're looking at the same cup, the World Mobile Cup or the Minutes Cup, right? We're looking at the same cup but from different angles, right? So we might both be right, but the information that he can provide or the information that I can provide might shape our new pathway moving forward. But by yourself, it can be a very scary place. And often when I don't know something, I'm like, hey, Ryan, what do I do here? Da, 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 da. And he will say, do this, do that, or I don't know. And then I say, okay, cool, let's do some research. Well, let's chat about it later on when we hook up. So that's the power of having, a crypto crew with you, because you're basically on a ship, and that ship needs that crew to kind of navigate. It's easier to navigate with a bunch of guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's absolutely invaluable to have this kind of back and forth. I know Sean and I do it, like he said, and I've got a little group of buddies, that we get together and we talk about this kind of stuff and hammer this stuff out. And we meet in all kinds of places too. It's not just in real life. Like, Sean's all the way in South Africa. I'm in Ohio. So we've got a long distance between us, but we managed to get together and talk about things. And, that actually brings up the point, join us in our Dad's Gone Crypto Telegram. And that's just, we'd love to be your crypto crew, and just be the sounding board. So join us in there, and we can all bounce ideas off of each other and just get better together.
Exactly, guys. And you know what? Have that mindful mindset of, well, I'm in there, I'm going to be positive, I can ask a question, I want to provide information, and just be there for that next person, right? Pay it forward, and you'll see what happens. Like, we often try to be there and to give advice and to learn from other people and share knowledge. And when you build a beautiful community, it can only mean great things. It can only mean, your community grows with you. And this year we've grown and learned a hell of a lot, right? And we are very grateful for this year and what it's how it's unraveled. By no means has it been easy for us, but when we reflect back, it's like, wow, it's that journey's been great, and we're excited about what lies ahead. That's the next chapter. Now we want to even sharpen those knives a little bit sharper, so that we can be ready for what gets thrown at us.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, in that time of the show where we have Dad's jokes.
Everybody's favorite part of the show.
Everybody's favorite part of the show. And it's our last one for the year. So we'll go into 2025 with some fresh old dad jokes. Right, I am going to start off the festivities with the dad joke. So, you know what they say, you got to see life in an optimistic manner. So the phrase goes, always make sure your cup is half full. or see it half full rather than half empty. Just make sure it's filled with whiskey, gin, or vodka. That'll definitely help.
Absolutely.
See things a lot more clearer.
Perfect for the new year.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Well, I threw a boomerang a few years ago. I've been living in constant fear. That's it. That's it. That's the joke.
Shit. There was like a delayed. I'm like, oh shit! All the alcohol we've drank over the last couple of weeks. I'm like,
Yes.
Shit! I'm gonna have to add some vitamins to my 2025 routine: mental focus, memory, sharpness. Oh shoot! That's brilliant. All right, guys, there you have it. The ultimate crypto New Year's resolution show. Follow these and you won't just be a better investor. You'll be a better version of yourself.
Absolutely. 2024 has been a wild ride, but 2025 is going to be the year to shine. So take care of your health, your mind, and your wallet. And remember, it's not just about the moonshots. It's about the journey to get there.
And guys, Ryan and I would just like to thank everybody that's liked, subscribed, and have commented over the last year or years that we've had this show. We really appreciate your support and your time that you're taking out from a busy day. I know you guys are crazy busy, but to listen, to learn, to share, to comment, we're really grateful, and we're looking forward to 2025 and reaching our new goal of 100,000 subscribers. And we've got some exciting things with our dad sacks. We're just busy revamping it. We're getting that sorted out. We've got some cool things coming. We're stocking up those bags soon, and we're going to be giving it away to our community. But yeah, guys, just thank you very much, and we wish you all the best for 2025, and may all your crypto dreams come true.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for a great year. And 2025 is going to be absolutely epic. Hoping my Ohio State Buckeyes started out with a win in the Rose Bowl here on New Year's Day. We'll find out about that. But anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Have a great year, and we'll see you in 2025.
Stay blessed. Ciao, ciao.
The material and information presented in this recording are for entertainment purposes only. Do not misconstrue what you hear as investment or trading advice. Always do your own research. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed by the guests on this recording are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of Dad's Gone Crypto or its hosts.